question I'm addressing today is, how can I come to Canada in 2026? Hi there, I'm Amotaya and I go by Refugees on this space. And for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be addressing questions that have to do with relocating to Canada and to be a personal support worker, like everything that you feel like you're confused about. I'll be willing to answer. So, like I said, today we're going to be talking about how do I come to Canada in 2026. There are 1,001 ways to come to Canada. No, that's not true. It's not up to 1,000, but there are several pathways to come into Canada. The very popular ones: express entry, provincial nominations, coming through the study route, spousal sponsorship, immigration pilots in Atlantic immigration pilots in some provinces. The home care pilot that was launched last year, rural community immigration pilot, the francophone community. There are several, right? How would you know which one works for you? Now, if you are under 30, I think you have a higher chance at express entry, especially if you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. You also ace your English test. You are very good to go because you'll most likely be aiming at 470, 480 if you are less than 30. But if you're above 30, for every 1 year that you grow older, you lose 5 points for age, right? For example, if you're 33 this year, you're going to be losing 15 marks on the age scoring factor, which brings you to 85 instead of 100. So it's really, because you're above 30 does not mean that you cannot still qualify for express entry. You have a very good chance if you have a master's degree, if your spouse has a master's degree, and if you aced your English test very well, your spouse also aced their English test. So you have a very good chance of coming to Canada. And if you're single, good luck for you. You also are aiming at something around 460, 470 with your BSc or with your master's degree. So you have a very good chance at the express entry. And several other ones, the communities requires you to have a job offer. So those are different ball games entirely. So you can come to Canada through several pathways. All you need to do is to sit down, Google your friend, Google, listen to my videos, check other people's videos, check out your skill sets, your experiences, check the requirement for this particular pathway you're actually aiming at, and then go ahead and apply. But if you have money, study might be a very good one for you, either as a married or single. If you're single, college is still fine. If you're married, it has to be a master's program. So if there is money for payment of school fees, because when you pay, the higher you pay, the better your chances are. I hope that addresses that question as much as possible. If you are not clear about something, put it in comment below and I'll address it. I see you in the next question.